hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this extremely late or early late. We are early in the evening, but late for when we said we would go live. Special broadcast episode of the Political Spotlight. I am your host, Christopher H. Bilbrey. Of course, we're being joined by Mr. Brandon Rudd. Hello. Brandon Rudd.
Howdy.
So I just want to take 1 second and talk to everyone for just on a personal level here for a second and just briefly tell everybody. So today, so everybody knows, I think anybody that's, hey, do we have any lotion? Do you have any like hand lotion? I'm like really dry. Sorry.
You're way too excited about this election.
Yeah.
It's an election, Christopher.
Yeah, right.
You misheard.
So for everybody who
aren't you glad I'm back?
Who's been watching for a long time, you all know that, like, obviously this is my thing. This is what I live and breathe and die for. This is the big thing. And the night before election is like election eve, and this is like my Christmas. And so every year, since I can remember, I've done something and been active and been moving and shaking and doing things. And this is the first year that, like, I literally did nothing. I have sat in a hospital since all day, waiting on, thank you very much. Waiting on, yeah, you're good. Thank you very much. Waiting for results for my grandfather. Everything's okay, but my grandfather on Saturday, I told you guys about this, popped a shoulder replacement. He had a shoulder replacement in his left shoulder. He popped it out raking a yard. Watch out when you're weed whacking out there, Brandon. If raking can pop out your shoulder.
Oh, you know it.
So I kind of thought that, like, he would be released from the hospital. He would try to get into the doctor. The doctor would get him in like Monday or Wednesday, thinking they would be closed on Tuesday, election day. They got him in on Monday. And then yesterday afternoon, they were like, why don't we shoot for surgery like around 4 on tomorrow? And I was like, that is the worst thing that we can do. And then they like left us hanging. There was no information. And so we didn't hear anything until about 10:30 or 11 o'clock today when they called and said, no, we need you here at 2. So we left and went over there. We went in at 2. He was supposed to go in at 4 or 4:30. We got there at 2:30. He went in at 3:50, and they didn't put him under the knife until like 5:45. So it's been a long day. So I want to apologize to everybody, but this is a big learning lesson, because while politics is very important to me, and it should be to all of us, family always comes first, health always comes first, family and health comes first. And in the grand scheme of things, I would not have done anything different today than what I did. I was exactly where I needed to be. I was able to vote. I was able to take care of my family and do what I needed to be. We are here late. There's been a couple people that have been huffy with me. I had people that called and needed help. I helped every person that called me. Everyone that called and had questions, I was able to answer them. I helped the gentleman, Chad, down in Newcastle get voted provisionally. And the show, the all day, the feeds have been very Madison County centric. In my opinion, Catherine stepped up and helped me. Obviously, she didn't do much in Delaware County, but listen, there's not a whole lot going on in Delaware County. Steve Brand's going to win. The contested races in Delaware County are the judge race between Dowling and Ramirez. And Ramirez, it looks like he's walking away with that. We'll get into all of this. We're going to be on here for a while, folks. We're going to be talking about national results. We're going to be talking about local results. We're going to be talking about state results. We can talk about different results in different states. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I want to ask you guys, please, 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 please share this episode We're going to try to get this out there. I would like to help spread the word and get the message out. So that's where we are with things. This is going to be a little bit, obviously, I'm not at home. I'm not in the studio, so we're not at home doing the regular thing. It's going to be a little bit more discombobulated than what I thought it would have been, but this is not a normal episode. So I'm going to be on my phone looking at things. We're going to be kind of off screen. This is something for us to take in information live while you're watching us. So if you've got questions, ask it. We'll get to you. Brandon's here for as long as he wants to be. He can check out whenever he wants. I'm glad he's here, and we can just kind of get to it. So I love you guys. And yeah, we're excited for the elections presented by Juergen's original scent. I kind of prefer the cherry scent, but my grandparents. So, it is what it is. So, this is honestly going to be like the least informed results show. Brandon and I are both. Kate is the most informed out of all of us. Kate's been watching this stuff all day long, but Brandon's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't know. Brandon keeps checking out. I don't know what he's doing. Oh no, he's still down there. I thought JD Prescott was. What is he doing? He's a man on a mission. I see him. Well, he'll be back, I think, in a moment. I hope. We'll see. Or maybe. Oh, yeah, I think so. He's moving around. He's moving in the dark. So please share the show with anyone you know. Kate's free to pop up whenever she wants. We've got you guys over here. Brenda Greider. I just heard that Knightstown is still voting, and from a source I've heard that things have been going smooth down there. I'm looking. So we're going to be just cycling through different things and doing what we can. Let's see here. And first of all, we'll take it away right to Madison County. Here's Dr. Callahan. That is hilarious, Brandon. All right, I see you there. It looks like you moved into a rough season. Moisturizing is good for our skin. Yeah, I felt real dry, and I just can't touch paper and stuff like that when I'm dry like that. Ugh. So, all right, so what do we got going on, Brandon? Are you there? Oh my God. This has been a day from hell. Okay. Good thing this isn't a really professional show. Oh, there he is. I see him, man. He is on a mission. He is making it work one way or another, I think. Okay, I'm going to get this shared out to a couple places. Feel free for all of you people to share it as well. A live up to the minute coverage. Let's see here. Of the 2024 general election results. Special broadcast, the political spotlight. And we're going to put this more at 8:33 p.m.-ish. 8 p.m. And there is the link. Okay. So that's that. All right, folks, if you could, share that out there and help spread the word. Now, Brandon, Brando. Nope. Oh, he muted it to yell to the dog in the corner or the wife or something.
Yes. I was like, hey, I'm live here in the living room. And then she started yelling out into the living room. I said, well, I'm still live, so everyone can hear you.
She's like, why is Brandon telling me he's alive in the living room?
Obviously, he's not dead. He wouldn't be able to answer me.
Yeah, right.
I'm sitting right next to the router, so it's good now.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to chip in and buy you an extender.
I got one. It's not working, clearly.
Oh, man. We're going to have to chip in and buy you a service call from Xfinity.
Have to drill a hole in the ceiling and just run a wire straight to it.
Hey, if only we knew an engineer.
If only.
So did you vote today or did you vote early?
I voted early.
And how was how was your vote story?
How was my vote story?
Yeah.
Well, I went in there and it
Tony
was
Katz said everybody has a vote story.
well, it was pretty easy. There wasn't a line, but they said it was like the second day of early voting. They said it's the busiest they'd ever seen.
Really?
And then in the county I'm in, it's all paper ballots.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done a paper ballot. So I was like, okay. It's like fill in
Wait
the
a minute. The
bubble.
first time you would have voted in Delaware County, did you vote when you first was eligible?
That would have been uh my first time voting would have been in Bloomington, Indiana, I think.
Okay. Well,
I
so
don't
that
think I
would
could vote in Delaware County because the election was 2020 and I was maybe I could have. Actually, I probably could have if I'd known because I turned 18 in February. So or no, could I have voted then? I don't think I could have.
wait, when?
I would have turned 18 in February of 21.
21. Oh,
Or 21 of 2001, sorry.
yeah.
I'm very
Yeah,
young if
no.
you guys didn't know.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Brandon's glitching.
The very first time I voted with the push, the buttons and the chats and the whole thing.
Yeah, that's how I've always voted until this time. I'm like, what the hell? Are we traveling back in time?
You've always voted with the push buttons and the chads?
Well, not the chads, I guess. I've always had something electronic. I've never had
Oh,
to do
electronic. No, my first time was not
paper.
electronic. It was like the stylus and the button, the card that you push through.
Had to punch little holes in it.
Yeah, that caused all the trouble. I was
That's
part of all
awesome.
that. My mom's dad said, like, you still gotta go. He's not voted in many years. He voted for the first time this year. And he was like, you still gotta go in and pull the thing and shut the door. And it's like, no.
Still gotta chisel it in the stone and dip your finger in the ink.
Yeah, right. That's the kind of voting I want to do. Those people, man, are serious about it.
Oh yeah.
They get there. They're like, they realize, unlike Americans, they realize what they apparently had to give up. Now, I'm not going to gripe a whole lot yet because I think we might have done stuff. Did you hear? I heard today that, like, when I left the house, I was talking to someone and they said that by 11:30 today, half of the registered voters in the state of Florida had already registered.
Wait, had already voted?
Yeah, had already voted. Half of the registered voters in the state of Florida had already voted, either by mail-in early or today by 11 o'clock.
Holy crap.
Half of the registered voters. So I'm like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a big deal.
I was hearing everyone in Delaware County was saying there's lines around the building everywhere this morning.
It was crazy. It was crazy. So, I guess for the first, just the first big thing on one of Catherine's videos earlier, obviously, I'm sure as everyone is aware, Indiana has been called for Trump. I just saw go over my screen from a source that they are calling Indiana for Braun. Take a moment to talk about how sad that is.
Lame.
I have not talked to Rainwater, and I really hello there, Miss Jet. I
wonder who that
unfortunately
is.
What?
Wonder who that is.
I have no idea. Can't stand those people. They don't like that. They just pop in that we don't know. Here's the election thing. I feel like I just ought to put it up for a minute. Now I'm going to get rid of it. I'm glad we won't be looking at it for a long time. No, so I do want to say I think we can get a few things out of the way here really quickly. Delaware County results. Let me see. Let me put this up here and we'll share this instead. And we'll do this instead. And we'll come over
Hey,
here.
did James King win? Oh, wait, that's right. Never mind.
Ha ha. Wah wah.
He's on the Kiss of Death tour.
Yeah, right. Mike Jones is going to get mad at you.
I don't care about Mike Jones. He's probably watching just like all those other people. Dude, I hate when I go on the City of Muncie Communications because I see everyone fighting with Troy Tackett and I'm blocked from him for some reason. I just see people be like, "You're an idiot, Troy." And I'm like, "Oh, what idiotic thing did he say?"
All right. So here in Delaware County, I think it's probably safe to. This is precinct location, so of course that's stupid. We do not need to show you the precinct locations. That was ignorant on my part. Here's the Delaware County results.
Of course, that's stupid. Boo, Jim Banks.
Yeah. Like, you know, I look at this and this really makes me sad, man. You've got Braun who's polling in 22,000, McCormick who's polling in 20,000, and Rainwater in Delaware County was able to pull in 1,968. And I'm really disappointed that the people of Delaware County are not I don't know. I'm disappointed that they're not more put together than that. Okay, it looks like we're getting into the serious stuff here. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So, all right, here's president. Okay, see what Delaware County did. Trump 24,000, Harris 18,000. Man, you know, that's an interesting. What?
Look, you didn't see my screen?
It doesn't see what?
On my screen. My dog keeps just walking in front of the camera.
Oh, hi dog. Hi dog.
Oh, hi dog.
Oh, hi dog.
Hi doggy.
Good. I didn't even say that for that reason. It just came out. Well, look at this. Well, thank you, Carol Jet. That was a really good thing to do. So this is interesting to me. 24,404 for Trump, 18,275 for Harris. Where are the Democrats at in Delaware County? There used to be. Used to be. What?
Yeah, I'm curious too. Like, I thought that Harris. Yeah, I thought it would have been a lot closer in Delaware County.
Delaware County used to have a Democrat stronghold. Where did that go? All right, so let's see what goes on there.
The people still voting for freaking RFK Jr.
Yeah, right. And that there, it's like, what are you guys doing? I mean, I guess it's like a throwaway vote. It's a way to say, like, I don't like any of this. Andrew Horning, dude, I'm telling you, we need to have that guy on. He actually reached out and asked me about coming on, and then we just didn't. Our schedules didn't match up.
See, that's why he didn't win, because you didn't talk to him.
Yeah, right. That's exactly why. What is happening here? He's a genius. He really is a genius, and it's sad. It's like if people like Horning could win, you know, we would be in a much better spot. And I really hate the fact that he he's libertarian. And of course, everyone's like, just come over to the Republican side. First of all, the Republicans aren't going to let you do that. And why should, it's like,
They're
it's that,
gatekeepers.
what?
They're gatekeepers anyway.
Right. Well, and it's like that thing, like, it's like that thing that, Kendall said, like, do you want to win for winning, or, do you want to lose for principle, or, and I'm like, well,
Yes.
to me, that's just, you're defining selling out.
Yeah.
So
would you rather sell out or have principles?
Yeah, right.
Did Ramirez win?
Yeah, I think so. Rokita's pulling it out, of course, as we thought he would. Ugh. Okay, we've got, all right, here, Victoria Sparks is walking away with it, like we knew she would.
Hey, I'm just glad she booted out Chuck Goodrich, that corrupt piece of crap.
Right here, look at this. I'm live. What are you doing? I want you to announce that Brian Clark lost. Did he really? No, nobody ran against him, but he's watching you. He did really? All right, hold on, folks. This is a really quick breaking announcement. Really quick breaking announcement out of Henry County with no only one result is official, and it is corner Brian Clark lost. Now, nobody ran against him.
How does that happen?
No, he didn't. He's got a person that knows him really well that knows he's watching. Yeah, he did not lose.
I was like, what the heck?
All right, I did you a favor. Watch the show. I got to get back to it. All right. So no, Brian's a good guy. I thought somebody was running against him, but I guess not. So he will be the corner down there again, which is good. Look at this deal with this Prescott thing. I'm actually pretty impressed with Bartlett.
I'm surprised he didn't do better, but yeah.
I wish he would have done better, but Bartlett's I guess what did he do last time?
I don't recall. Maybe 30-ish% overall or something like that.
Okay. Well, there's that.
30 some probably.
Now this is amazing to me.
Oh wow.
This is truly insane. Yes, Brenda. Yes, Grider. So this is very interesting. When Rob Kendall says things like nobody is going to go in and they're not going to vote for this top ticket and this top ticket and this top ticket and then switch to vote for a D. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what's happened here.
Yeah, it has to. Because didn't all other Republicans win?
What?
So, basically, every other Republican position has won so far.
Yeah, and this is really, really insane. This is really insane. What's going on with the courthouse, Bree?
Do people?
What?
Do people just like Sue Arrington that much?
I would hate to think that, but yeah, I guess. I certainly don't. And she's not done anything in 10 years, man.
Told you couldn't vote this morning.
There are no. I know that. You said it's currently a shit show. Like, are you meaning like something's going on now? Are they still telling you can't vote? I mean, it should be over. Did you vote? Roway, of course, walks away with it as we knew she would. All right, look at this.
Oh wow,
dude! Justice wins in Delaware County. This is a big thing. Now, I do want to say just briefly. about this, that this is good. However, after the dust settles from this election, the political parties in Delaware County are going to need to come together and really sort some things out. The Republican Party, the Democrat Party, the political parties, both of them are going to have to come together and sort some things out, because the political parties are completely falling apart and people are jumping ship. One person's going over here and supporting this person. You know, it's completely nuts. Sherry Riggin is openly supporting and has been openly supporting the Democrat Kim Dowling.
Well, get rid of Sherry Riggin.
What?
What, was she sleep talking?
Who?
Sleepy Sherry.
That's hilarious. Well, I want to show you guys. This is pretty damning. All right, I want to show you this. This is a picture of a friend of mine. Oh, good. Okay, so they did let you do a I thought they let you do a provisional ballot. That's good. Very good. So this is a friend of mine, Cherish, who is taking a picture with Sherry Riggin. And if you notice, okay, they both have on brand shirts. Okay, you can't tell what shirt Sherry has on, but you can tell that Cherish has on a shirt that says brand, and you can see basically that that's what hers is underneath there. Okay. What's interesting to me is now down here in the comments, Marilyn Dobbs, who's the wife of Rick Spangler, says, "Good luck, Sherry Riggin." Well, what do you mean? She's uncontested. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. I think she meant like good luck staying awake through the election. Eric Hoffman. And for those of you that do not know, he is the current Delaware County elected prosecutor. He is a Democrat. And he says, it's fascinating how for Democrat Kim Dowling and has an Ashley Wright sign at the Riggin farmhouse on North Walnut. Now, I mean, I've heard this from multiple people, and now to see a Democrat coming out and stating this, the Republican Party is going to have to sit down and have a serious talk with Miss Riggin here. And we broke this on the show a couple weeks ago. I like Sherry as a person. It's time for her to go away. Unfortunately, she just won another 4-year term. So she's going to be sitting in there doing whatever it is that she does, writing her smut novels. And, I don't know. It's really, really bizarre. Really bizarre. Okay, so Kim Dowling, bye-bye. I'm just so happy about this. Congratulations, Mr. Ramirez. I'll be honest, I've supported him from word go. I supported him for this office before I even knew anyone had filed for it. I was just going to support whoever was running against her, and I hoped and prayed someone did. And fortunately, the right things came together and put him in that position. I was always worried that his age might cause people to be a little worried because he's kind of younger.
That's discrimination.
Right. But
he campaigned like crazy.
What?
He campaigned like crazy. He had billboards and signs everywhere.
He had a big he had a big campaign, and I love seeing it. I love seeing it. Now her husband needs to get his law license banned for a lifetime. That could be interesting. All right, moving on from here. Mayhor, of course, took it. Okay, Bradley Polk, amazing. Tom Borchers, amazing.
Man, the Democrats aren't even putting anybody up for these.
I know, dude. It's insane. It's insane. Stephen Brand, of course, walked away with it. No harm, no foul, right on through, rock and roll. I'm so
I didn't even
excited
know
to
who was
see.
running against him until I just saw this.
Yeah, right. Like, that's what everybody
Right.
said. I hate seeing that. Okay, this is interesting.
Whoa, the Democrat got the most votes.
So, Democrat Bradley Bookout toppled over the highlighter queen. So that's interesting. Now, what'll be interesting to see is, because they're saying that Braun won, does he? There's two theories going around currently. Theory number one, that realist, the realist, Braun won. Braun won is what they're currently saying. They're currently saying that Braun is the winner.
It's a weird mouth.
He does. And sometimes he's got really weird, like 3 hairs mustache. It's really, he's so creepy. He's such a creepy individual. And in person, like, how old do you think he looks right there? He doesn't look terribly old. He could be anywhere
mid-50s or something.
Mid-50s to like mid-60s. In like real life, he looks like he's 85. Like, he looks very, very, very old. So this is with 56.65%. Wow. Florida ballot measure to legalize recreational marijuana failed.
Really?
Because there's all those old people there, man. That's the problem. That's the problem. So, all right, here's what we got going on. So here's what's going to be interesting. There's 2 things being said about this. Well, thank you, The Realist, for watching us every night. We love that. So here's what's going to be interesting about this. There's 2 rumors going around. Rumor number 1, Bradley Bookout has been tapped by Braun. I'm okay. And to possibly fill a position in his administration. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's true. But if he accepts it, he will obviously have to resign his seat as the county councilor. So that's rumor number 1. Rumor number 2 is there still might be a little bit of confusion up in the air if whether or not he can be on the council and maintain his contract with the county. Now, there's been some words thrown around like, well, how do you know they'll keep him on the county? And while in that contract, and while I would love to see him go and not have that contract, because I think he does a pretty good job. He just does a bunch of other stuff I don't like. So he does a good job doing some things, but then there's a bunch of backdoor stuff I don't like that he does as well. And here's the thing. I would rather someone else do it. I just don't know who is in that position currently that would take that position. So I don't see the county getting rid of him. And even I don't know that Brand would want to or not. I don't know. I've not talked to Brand about this. But even if Brand would want to, Brand is only 1 vote. So, I don't know what they would do. But the rumor number 2 is if for some reason he cannot do the council and keep his contract, that he would have to make a decision. And the rumor is that he would resign. That would then mean if he resigned, that would leave the Republican Party, because even though he is a Democrat, he ran as a Republican. So that would allow the Republicans to caucus someone in. And the word on the street is, here's some breaking news. You want some breaking news?
Break it.
Here's some breaking news. And that breaking news is This is what I'm hearing from the Republican Party. Number one, if he steps down, Ed has said that Ed will push, and will support just from word go all the way 100%, either James King and or Mike Jones, okay, which are terrible choices. But just because Ed would push them doesn't mean that other people couldn't also put in for the caucus. And who might put in for the caucus? Well, you got to look at people who's put in for the caucus before or people who's ran. So keep in mind that at the end of this year, we'll be losing Ryan Webb. So say in the first week, Brand or even now, Brand resigns. Well, that would allow Ryan to put in for the caucus. I'm assuming.
You mean if Bookout resigns?
Yeah. What'd I say?
Brand.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Bookout. So that would allow, Ryan Webb to put in for it. It could very well allow for Amber Green to put in for it. I don't know that she would. She's in the communications director's position, but I guess she could. And there are a couple other kind of like,
Troy Ingram,
dark horse people, Troy Ingram, Brad Marshall, some people like that could. But what's really interesting is I'm hearing that all of this Republican kerfluffle, here's the breaking news, is because Will Statham, that bizarre weirdo from the past, talk about the ghost from Christmas Past, Will Statham, the former Republican Party chairman, is pulling some strings because he's trying to make a comeback. And everybody's losing their mind over it in Delaware County. We do not need Ed to be the leader. We do not need Jessica to be a leader. We do not need Will Statham to be a leader. We need those people to go away, and we need like a Sheriff Skinner to be the leader. We need somebody that is in today's world that's not part of the old school gatekeeper nonsense. And so, man, I'm telling you, I'm like, yay, we're done with Victor Whitehead. Oh my God, we got Ed Carroll. Yay, we're done with Eric. Oh my God, we got Will Statham. I can't be down for all that crap. So I don't know what's going on there. Those are just the rumors that are going around. That would not be a good thing whatsoever. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see if Bookout resigns or whatever. We've still got some time, but your Delaware County Council race is going to unfortunately be Democrat Bradley Bookout, even though he ran as a Republican. He is a Democrat. Jessica Piper and Eugene Whitehead. And Eugene got third place at 15,878. That means Chris Music got fourth place at 14,934, and Roger Overby came in last at 13,261. And I really hate to hear that. Okay, we've got Yorktown. Let's go through these real quick. Nancy Sears Perry, Chris Green won. That's Amber Green's husband.
I was going to ask that.
Yep. Marta Gwen Rose, and I don't care. I don't know if she's Rose anymore, but I knew her when she was. Marta Gwen is 4,000 to 2,034. That's interesting. These people I don't know, nor do I care about one way or another. This is okay. Here's
Peppercorn. That's the best name ever. How you glance over that one?
Hey, look, Jacob Case finally got in something. Okay, let's see here. Libertarian. Westell. Oh, this is big. So on Friday the 15th, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do our big Westell wastewater show here at the Political Spotlight at a special time of 8 8 a.m. Oh my God. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. on Friday the 15th. Kerry Malchow. I've never known how to pronounce his name. He is not currently on the Westdale School Board, but he just won, and he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He is involved in some of this stuff, meaning as a citizen and as someone running for school board, he's been writing letters, and we're going to see some of his letters, and it's going to be wild stuff. You're going to want to tune in for that, but he just won this. All right, moving forward. That guy, Yorktown. We're almost through this. I just want to cycle through and make sure. Okay, they're keeping him. Everybody always keeps. They never get rid of these people. Keep. Public question. Oh, and Pete, this is stupid. On that public question, everyone's like, should we get rid of the public? Should we change the amendment and get rid of a constitutional position? No, you don't want to give away our ability to vote on something like that. But people are mindless. I just don't understand, folks. It kills me. It absolutely kills me. So, okay, that's that. What are we hearing? Kate, what are we hearing nationally? Anything good, big, bad?
So looking at nationally, right now, let me refresh this for a second. Right now, weirdly enough, Trump is leading in Maine and Virginia.
Oh, shit.
Wisconsin and Minnesota. And Virginia, he's leading with 50% of the vote in. 51%. Maine, it's 1%, so that doesn't mean anything. Wisconsin, it's 2% in. Minnesota, 0.1% in, which is weird. They've got her leading in Pennsylvania and Michigan currently. They have called some states. They have called Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland for Kamala, along with Vermont, New York, and Illinois. And Trump has been called in Florida, South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming. The count currently stands with states that they have called, with Trump at 177 and Harris at 99. Trump is also leading in North Carolina and Georgia currently. Georgia is at 70% in. North Carolina is 41% in, and he's leading in New Mexico with 7.4% in. So we've got some oddities here in the Midwest, with Kamala leading in Iowa, Missouri, Kansas. And again, we're very, very close races with, Kansas got 30% of the vote in. Missouri's 15%, Iowa's 9%. So, those are the map keeps scaring me because it keeps flipping back and forth from red to blue to red to blue. And it's just, a heart attack in the making. But
well, it's funny. Did you see that they called Wyoming, but did you see the percent reporting for Wyoming?
0.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, he's going to win it. Who cares?
Maryland, they've called for Hirsch. They're at 1% in. And Maryland's really strange because with 1% of the vote in, he actually has 60% of that count. So that's confusing.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
They're dumbasses.
Well.
I don't understand calling a state before you've got, 50% in. I get Maryland is likely to go to Democrats, but it bothers me.
And
Well, it's kind of
so
funny. It's like Wyoming, don't even worry about voting. Trump's going to win it. It's like we don't have to see a single person's votes. Trump's going to get it.
And Texas has went for Trump. Is that done?
Yes, they have called Texas for Trump. They have 57.4% of the vote in, and he has got a 10-point lead there.
Woo, shoot. So how's Mr. Beck feeling? Have you listened to that?
No, I've been trying to, but then I've been trying to pay attention to you guys too. So
Trump's
I know that Beck was talking earlier. They were on there and they were talking about Virginia flipping.
West Virginia or Virginia?
Virginia.
Yeah, okay, that's crazy.
Pissed everybody off, and they were trying to. The northwestern part of Virginia was trying to break off and become part of West Virginia.
So the only things that the only states that have actually officially went for her so far have been Illinois, New York, Vermont. Yeah, right.
States that I mean, you can guarantee on some. Indiana's going to go for Trump. Maryland's going to go for the Democrat.
Yeah.
There are some states you can just call like that. So
Georgia's looking real good for Trump.
Apparently not Virginia. It's not staying over here.
Yeah, that is really
or Georgia or New Mexico. So it's going to be a long night.
For you.
Yeah. When is the
for
what?
me?
I don't give a shit.
He don't give a shit. He's going to go to bed at some point here. So
when is the do we know when the next
polls close?
Shut down? Yeah.
They should be closing in the next. Actually, everything should be closed now.
9.
No.
9.
6:22.
Man, some places were going till like 10 o'clock.
Oh, were they going till 10? So that means 1 o'clock in the morning here, if it's West Coast.
Boo. Weren't some places counting votes for like 5 days after the election?
Well, they were saying Arizona was talking that it was going to take them several days to have everything in, and Pennsylvania was talking about that being a possibility as well.
You think they'd learn how to run an election by now?
Well, I thought that was the point of having all these things, computerized. So it was,
You need to go back to paper ballot.
Well, I would like to go back to paper ballots myself. But
Yeah, because most of that stays on paper ballot.
Yeah.
Well, come with me. We have paper ballots.
That reminds me, I did want to look at New Hampshire. Still has not been called.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. They got 37% of the vote tallied, and right now it is Kamala in the lead by 10 points in New Hampshire. But I don't know New Hampshire geography well enough to know what I'm looking at by looking at the county map. So, unless you want to sit here while I compare.
So
doesn't Maine split their votes?
Maine does split their votes.
Yes.
They have a 3-1 split. Nebraska, I believe, is also another one that splits.
Lame.
And I believe theirs is 3-2. Right now, they're declaring 2 for Trump, with 3 still to be determined.
Uh-oh.
So, and they are at 30% of the vote in.
Al says our polls closed 23 minutes ago, but they called it for Trump like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some
Lots
are
of
going
hanging
late too.
chads.
Machine malfunctions and long lines.
I'm trying to find out what's going
You see,
on.
New Mexico, since we've been talking, has switched from red to blue. So this
At
is a very
11%.
strange map.
Georgia's looking pretty good for Trump. He's got like a 5-point lead with like 75% in.
Yeah.
He's going to call him and tell him to find those extra votes for him if he needs to.
I'm trying to find out. Yeah. Louisiana went with Trump. Absolutely. I'm trying to. My grandfather came out of surgery, and we got up to his room, and the very first thing he says is, "Who won the election?" And I was like,
We're still voting.
Eisenhower in a landslide.
Your turn.
Oh God. What's we'll get ready to bring you on here in a bit, Catherine. What's going on there? What's happening where you're at? What's happening in Madison County? Is it done? Is it over? Is it still going in Madison County? Let's see here. Holy crap. I've got a picture. Oh my God. It's over. I'm driving Republican sweep. Okay, so let's pull up here real quick and look at the Madison County. Let's see if I can get the Madison County results.
Dude, while you pull that up, I realized we don't know the presidential results yet, but otherwise, literally everyone else I voted for lost.
If you look in the chat, I've sent you links for Madison County and Randolph County election results, Christopher.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, this is the Randolph County ones.
Let's do Randolph County. Trump projected for North Carolina. Do we already have him? No, that's a new one. Bingo. Man. That's man, it makes me sick to my stomach. I've literally okay, Randolph County results, folks. Let's get some that's weird. Why is it? Well, that's fine. We can do it like that. Let's look at this. This is, I don't know if this is hard to see. You guys let me know, and I'll go back in and fix it. Let me make it work. What?
Do you want me to rent an airplane so we can fly over any of the candidates' houses? Keep throwing out inside jokes, and we'll see if anybody gets any of them.
Good. There are some people on here that would get that joke. I love it. That's the best thing is inside jokes that only a few people in the audience get, but not everybody gets because it makes people feel closer than others, and it creates that tension.
That's true.
I love it. That's some good old stuff. Good old fashioned stuff. All right, so let's look here what we got going in Randolph County. Day of today, on election day, 6,025 people went in and voted. Mail-in ballots, they voted 533. Listen, there are some elections that 600 people is all the votes. So the fact that they had 533 mail-in ballots is doing something. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Walk-in absentee, so early walk-in voters is 4,125. That's amazing. They've got 17,061 registered voters. 10,683 voted for a grand total of 62.62. I love it, but it needs to be 75. I'm not going to rest till everyone's over 75%. It should be 90. It should be 100. I mean, it's stupid. But it needs to be like this every election, not just when it's really kind of cool and like the world's going to go to hell in a handbasket if we don't do one thing or the other.
The world's going to end.
Yeah, right. It needs to happen always. Okay, let's go down and look at this. Public question. Okay, so people in Randolph County are idiots too. Most of them said yes. Trump got 75.8 over Harris. Oh my. Oh. Okay. Wow, Libertarian. Oh no, I guess he didn't. Okay, no, I see it. So Kennedy got more than. All right, I get it. I see. All right, so Trump 8,008 to Harris's 2,348. Jim Banks obviously
Boo.
stomped it, which is just horrible.
And then still cried like a baby.
Yeah, right. Did you know he was a Marine?
No, why wouldn't he ever tell us that?
Right? You figured he would.
Let's ask Niles about that one.
Yeah, right. Todd Rokita.
Boo.
Destiny Wells, 7605 to 2588. Okay. Here's United States Representative District 3. Stutzman wins. It is what it is. Marlon Stutzman against Adolf Hitler or something. I've never heard anybody name that.
I've heard of at least one person named that.
That's weird. Jared Lancaster. I didn't know who that was. Kate, do you know who that is? Jared Lancaster? Now look at this. Look at this. Braun got 6,821 to McCormick's 2,667. Rainwater pulled in 573 people. I guess it's only 5%, but one of these days people will realize. Jefferson Shreve, let me tell you, this weirdo be elected to something or he's not normal. And he's not normal when he's elected. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Prescott. 7,357. Mindy peed. She peed where?
In her pants.
Yeah, she won 8,537. Wait a minute. Did we see anybody else with that same total? Randolph County does this thing where everybody gets the same total a lot of times, and it's really kind of creeping me out. Okay. Corner, Darren James, Thomas Kearns, Eastern Commissioner. Look at this. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Oh, man, she's a commissioner. I'm telling you, if ever there was a person that shouldn't be somebody, Missy Williams is Randolph County's James King. And by that, I mean
that our Libertarian candidate made a damn fine showing there.
Yeah.
Dude, 14.34%, 1,358 votes. Hugh did a fantastic job.
He got more votes than Rainwater. Almost 3 times as many.
Yeah, I like Coy.
Coy's a
That's
good dude.
Damn good showing.
Yeah, he did a good job.
He's kind of scary because he's like a mortician or something, but he's a good guy.
He's cool to know on Halloween.
Yeah, I love him. I like him. Yeah.
No, I like him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I like Coy. He's
He's
one
a
of my
good dude, but he's been hauling around a lot of dead people and hadn't had much time for campaigning.
Well, yeah, that.
Well,
And then on top of that, he's also been going to work as a mortician.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if he ran as a Democrat, his clients would all be voting for him.
He did mention yesterday, though, that if we ever need to hide a body, he knows a guy.
Yeah, right. Well, let me tell you, that's interesting that you mentioned that, because I always said that when I was a cop, I would drive around sometimes, and you'd find people in cemeteries, and so I would drive around, and I always said, if I ever killed somebody, keep this in mind out there, people, that what I would do is I would drive around and find a town where in one of these out of the way little areas, someone was going to be buried. And then I would let them dig the hole. And then I would go out the night before the burial and I would dig the hole deeper, put the body in there, and then cover it up and let them come in and put the casket down on top and then fill it up. Boom, bang, pow. I also said that I would stab somebody with a knife sword, an ice sword, and then no fingerprints on the weapons, man. So
the old ice sword.
Yeah, the old ice sword. What do you know? 400 acres in a backhoe. That would do it too. What's going on here? If you know Kate, with these county council people, Greg Cheeseman, 3223, Beverly Fields, I know who that is. K. Scott Fisher, and thank God, Alex Sulik didn't win, but
that weirdo. I forgot about him.
Yeah, right. He's a weirdo.
He's like what? He's 22 or 23 years old.
Yeah.
He's very young.
But besides being young, he's kind of like, be careful who you leave him with.
Oh yeah, doesn't he keep switching parties too?
Yeah, he keeps doing something. He tries to switch
He
parties.
just wants to be on the ballot, and so he'll take what he can get, I think.
Oh yeah,
he'll take what he can get. I've heard that about him.
Oh, that's that guy who shops at the same place that P. Diddy shops, right?
He definitely. Let me just say this. It's really strange that him and Josh were enemies. I figured they'd be friends, but
yeah,
I don't know.
A lot in common. They got more in common than they knew.
They did, and they hated each other, and I just don't understand it. I don't know, crazy. Well, okay. Okay, so then these things. Jay Harris, like, I can't believe Jay Harris is still alive. Good for him. I'm glad that he is.
Oh shit!
I'm glad that I'm glad. I don't know any of these people. Man, I'm just so sad. I'm just so sad that in a lot of these, there's just one person, man.
Yeah.
That's always so not good. You always need options. So that Clinton
bot spelled that wrong. Anyways.
I love it. Okay, so next up, real quick, the other thing that you had. All right, let's do this.
Oh, what's the other one? Madison County?
Yeah, where's that at?
She shared both.
What?
It's in the chat.
Oh, I see it. Okay, share this tab instead. Get rid of this tab next. And pull this up so you guys can see it. And it's in the old black and white, which is really strange.
Mm.
All right, Madison County.
Ooh, that's like what, like 50% turnout?
Where's that at? What are we seeing?
Well,
Total
we're seeing
registered
91,000 registered voters, 44,000 ballots cast, right?
48.13.
Oh yeah, there it is. I just mapped my own
48.13.
brain.
Man, that was closer than some of the other places. That's good. Straight party. What?
Is the question that everyone has, that stupid one about removing the Secretary of Education that nobody cares about?
Yeah, what's your thought?
I voted no because JD put it forward.
I voted no. Yeah, I voted no. I didn't even know JD put it forward, but I voted no because I don't ever want to do that. I don't ever want to take away an elected position and put it in the hands of another, elected position to hire them.
Well, wasn't the question, I think it was the one to remove the Secretary of Education from the line of succession because they're not elected anymore. So if the governor and 27 other people died, we'd have an unelected official as the governor. I think that's what that is.
I might have misread that.
Yeah,
okay.
I voted no just because I hate JD.
Well, okay. That might have been, I thought it was because I knew, because I thought that I was like, wait a minute, didn't they take care of this? But I thought that they removed it, but now what it was doing was it was taking it, making it official. But yeah, I think you're right now that you said that. So, all right, I screwed up there, but it is what it is.
It doesn't matter. It's a bookkeeping thing.
Yeah.
If those 9 people die and we get the Secretary of Education as the governor, we have bigger problems than having an unelected official as the governor. It's like, who cares? It's a little bookkeeping thing. Yes, I agree, but like, who gives a shit?
If those, what do you call a time when you get down to the Secretary of Education to be your governor? A good start. I kid. It's like, what do you call 100 attorneys at the bottom of the ocean? A good start.
Yeah.
It's just a joke there, folks. No harm, no foul. Okay, so 65.84 Republican straight party voting. That's insane. 15,000 people. 15,500 people went in and pressed a single button.
They probably shouldn't have even voted.
And yeah, right. And then 7,000 Democrats. You guys are turds.
Yeah.
Legitimate turds. And 42 libertarians.
Come on, libertarians.
Stupid. And 110 We the Peoples.
That's one person they voted for.
Legitimately. Yeah, right. Legitimately. Just, dude, go in and press Kennedy and leave.
The We the People, 110 people voted for one person who's not even technically on the ballot. Why did they even go vote? Think about it.
This is why people like Rainwater can't win, and why Coy Applegate can't overcome Missy. It's why it's why good things don't happen like that.
It's insane, dude.
Because people are stupid. I'm sorry. You guys aren't. The viewers here, you viewers are the most intelligent people out there.
And how?
But Trump, okay, 27,199, 15,000. Wow, there's actually more. I think that's more Harris voters in Delaware County than in so there's more Trump voters in Madison County than Delaware County, but Madison County had 27,199. Delaware County had 24,404, but then Madison County for the Harris had 15,546, and Delaware County had 18,275. That's interesting. Okay, here's 273 for the Libertarian, 507 for Kennedy, who again, 119 for write-in. That's amazing.
I wrote in Stumblefoot for everything.
One of these days, Stumblefoot. Jim Banks, 27,000. Wow. Okay, let's see what you guys did here. All right, so Rainwater looks like pretty consistently is getting like 5.5% of the vote.
Why all these say like 0 of 112 precincts counted, but they have all these votes counted?
Because Madison County specifically sucks at this.
Oh, no, because these are unofficial.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been certified yet as the results.
Oh.
So that's why it says 0 out of 12 counted. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's Delaware County says that it counts them. I mean, puts it on that they're counted, but yeah, that is correct what you're saying.
I want to get like big sticker H's and go to all the Victoria Spark signs and cover the P with an H.
And that would be a good prank.
Good old Victoria shirts.
Oh God. Lori Goss Reeves, 1,150. Look at this. Rowway walks away with it. See here what Kyle Pierce does. Kyle Pierce again walks away with it to take more of his round face pug looking pictures.
We're not getting personal, are we?
No, I just it's not bad. Like when you see him, you know what I mean. He's just got like a his spirit animal needs to be like the fighting bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got that real like he's like looks like just like a brick house, like solid. He's just like a solid human. Look at meaning just as his stature. As an elected official, I'm not fond, but
yeah.
Ethan Lawson, all right. Chris Jetter, Stephanie Yoakum. Man, they've got a lot of representative districts that make up the Madison County area. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Judge Hopper, 35,000. Auditor, 35,241. County coroner, okay. So the current coroner that was caucused in recently was reelected. Surveyor, Ken
Kokinski.
Sounds
like a good time when you're at the slopes.
Yeah. I wish the last part was sock. That's the ski.
That's his teenage son.
Guess yeah, right. Look at this.
Isn't that Dr. Callahan's buddy who we're picking on?
What? I don't know. Is it Catherine Callahan? Are you friends with Ken Cockensock? I don't know. Maybe so.
What's up, Robert?
Rick Gardner, unfortunately, 27,000. He's going to be the new commissioner. I mean, that's you guys.
But the Libertarian made a good showing here too.
Yeah,
right on track with Rainwater at 5%. So that's
Mark West. I'm really proud of you, Mark West. I don't know if you're out there watching this, but you fought the good fight, bro. Keep up doing it. I'm sorry we didn't get to have you on. But I hope you stay involved.
The
Awesome.
Libertarians are fighting an uphill battle against that straight ticket voting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, so
Maybe one of these days,
almost
JD Prescott.
2,500 votes. That's damn good.
Yeah.
That's damn good.
Maybe one of these days, JD Prescott and his buddies will get in there and take care of it because their constituents have told them overwhelmingly, we want you to take this off. We want you to get rid of this. But alas, here we are.
Yeah.
John Richwine. Okay, here's going to be the replacement for Mikhail Vaughn, who sucks, and Ben Gale, who's horrible, and Anthony Emery. All right, I don't know, so we're gonna see. What are we looking at here? So Brandon Collins did not win, obviously. Fred Reese, unfortunately, did not win. Steven didn't win. Rebecca Crooms didn't win. So this means Grabowski won. That is a win. The fact that Grabowski won is good.
Yeah, she's going to grab Ken's ski.
Scott Green I think is an idiot. I think that's what we're hearing from my people. We'll talk to Catherine in a little bit. Jonathan Culp, that's just a Madison County. I want to shake y'all. What are you doing? Dude, he was the second highest vote getter. Dude, he's like 13 years old, man. So then Barrett Key.
Oh, that one's fairly close. That was really close.
Tommy Thomas it was.
Tommy Johns.
I think I know this person. Tommy John's he doesn't have a person.
Is that an underwear brand or something?
Tommy John's. Or like that or a barbecue.
Mm.
Ted Bittner, Rodney Chamberlain, Peter Lyon. Ooh. Lindsey Brown. Wow. Holly Renz pulled it out. Crazy. Wow. Martha Green over Kenneth Hodson. Blaine Trinkle.
That's what you get when you don't clean your ski first.
What?
That's what you get when you don't clean your ski first. That little trinkle. Why brew? Why not?
David Wybrew.
These names are fun.
Yeah, right. It's like Madison County is like crazy with it. What are you guys doing over there?
Buck Evans. That sounds like a what do you call this? Like a character in some like Western or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, though, it sounds like a great podcast. Conservative. Hello, what was the name?
I'm Buck Evans.
I'm Buck Evans, and this is the Buck Evans Conservative Hour, the Buck Evans Show. Oh, dude.
Here you go. Here, welcome to Buck the System with Buck Evans.
I love it. Dude, I want to be Buck Evans.
That's what I should have done.
We might just have to totally rebrand the show and everything.
Yeah.
That is a great name.
It's pretty sweet.
Don't
buck with Buck. That's what a sign should say.
I love it. So, Madison County, that's what you did there. Kind of disappointing. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit, or you do. I don't know, but it is what it is. Elections have consequences, and you're going to find out, I guess.
Did we care about any Henry County races? There's nothing particularly interesting, was there?
There were a couple, just because there were a couple people that were still like Sproles people, and I've been watching, but let me see here what we got.
National news, they just called Missouri for Trump.
Missouri for Trump.
Right. So if you want to know what the count is right now, it's 188 Trump, 99 Harris.
It's 188 Trump.
Mm-hmm.
How am I off him?
That they have called.
Oh, okay.
That they have called.
Okay.
Is Riley sleeping now?
Man, that is a whole lot of red. What?
Just laying here.
Let me see here. I'm going to reach out. Oh.
And if you were watching, Wisconsin just switched back to red.
Really?
Yes, sir. It flipped while you were on it, while we had it up on the screen.
This election is crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to dip out of here soon. My computer's about to die.
Okay, hold on. They kept him. All is well.
Looks like Trump's gonna probably lock down Georgia.
So you think, yeah, and that would be big. That would be crazy. Oh my. Yeah, just for a couple of the hot button places right around Atlanta.
Looking at numbers, they've got 80% of the vote in, and he currently has a lead of 217,000 votes.
That's like 5%.
Yeah.
That's big.
That's
well,
huge.
Brando,
North
you got any
Carolina,
last?
he's 200,000 ahead in North Carolina with 65% in. Virginia, 60% of the vote in, and he's got, oh, you want me to do math? 55,000 ahead. So
Sure.
Virginia could very easily swing back, but it looks like North Carolina and Georgia may be getting called soon.
Yeah, Carol Jet, you sound like Kate. That's how Kate's been sounding. Nervous wreck.
Yeah.
It's a nail biter.
Right? You have any last words?
Well, before you execute me,
Yes.
pause
Pause 1 second. Rachel, I'll answer that in just 1 second, but after Brandon says his words here.
At the end of the day, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go to bed. I don't know if I can handle the stress of it.
Yeah.
It's a little stressful. It's kind of interesting to watch it switching back and forth, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's 1% and they're trying to call it for somebody. That's kind of crazy. But no, I guess tomorrow we'll wake up and we'll still be Americans and we'll see how it goes.
Until we're not.
Hey, Kamala Harris said she's going to build the wall and she's pro fracking now. So,
hey, and she loves guns.
Yeah, she said she's Republican now, so who knows?
She's basically Republican. Hates abortions.
I think that's the only thing. That's the only thing. So no, I don't really have any words of wisdom, but thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right, Brando. Hey, we appreciate it as always. Hold on here. Let me get this. Let me get this. Oh, look at that baby Riley. That's nice. Oh man, she's really cute. I'd like to see her the whole time.
You can just put her on the camera and I'll just go to
you
bed.
just talk and put her on the camera. I would be fine with that.
Oh, that would be cool. All right, later, everybody.
Yeah, we would get so much. See you, Brandon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was my amazing co-host, Brandon Rudd. I forgot his last name there for a moment. That's Brandon Rudd. I remembered it all of a sudden. Well, so that was good. And now, because you haven't had enough of her all day, let's see what the doctor has to say, with the caveat that we also have to still talk about national stuff. Oh, real quick, I'm going to bring her on. I'm going to make her sit here for a second. Here she is. But I'm going to just real quick tell the people that are coming in that have not seen this, that have not heard this, is important. Henry County is still out. Nothing has happened in Henry County. That's important. Number 2, Delaware County, Rachel, I don't know what all you want to know from Henry County. Basically, or from Delaware County. From Delaware County, I'll tell you this. Ramirez beat Dowling for judge. That's a win. Brand beat Ashley Wright. He's going to be commissioner. That's a win. And the 3 at-large council people will be Democrat who ran as a Republican, who's horrible. Bradley Bookout, he's first place. Second place is the highlighter queen, Jessica Piper. And third place is Eugene Whitehead. And those were the 3 biggies. So the winners are for council at large, Delaware County Council at large, is Bookout Piper Whitehead. Bookout Piper Whitehead, with the thought that Bookout might resign and they're going to have to caucus somebody in. It will be the Republicans that get to caucus. We'll have to see what happens. But Ramirez won judge over Dowling, which is a good thing for the law. It's a good thing for justice. And Brand won the commissioner's race. So, yay. And Delaware County is, they'll go on. I don't know. But Henry County is still counting, apparently. I've not heard anything else from them yet. So, we'll see what happens. PA just flipped red. Woo! Woo! That's, man, Pennsylvania.
And it's blue again.
Oh my God.
Why don't we just make it purple?
Why don't we just split the votes between them? Granted, we'll have to cut somebody in half because, Pennsylvania gets 19 electoral votes.
Man, it's looking at this. Look at this. So you got Pittsburgh. With 66% of the votes counted. 98% of the votes counted. 49% of the votes counted. 44, 38, 11. Shoo-wee. All right, interesting. So, Catherine, what's
listen? Before we even talk any more Madison County numbers, okay? Mm-hmm. I have to have you play the video that's in Messenger. You people cannot imagine what I have been through tonight. This is, I think, a 90-second clip. It's the most unbelievable, disrespectful, disgusting treatment I have ever seen from a county employee to the constituents. This is absolutely atrocious. That
You
happened
sent
in the
it to
hallway.
Messenger. Where in Messenger did you send it?
To your name.
To me alone?
Yeah, you want me to send it to you want me to send it to
No, that's fine. I was just checking to
Kate?
see if you sent it to me alone. Because I don't see where you sent it to me alone. There you do.
I have never in my life experienced anything like this. I don't know if Bree's watching, but it was unbelievable.
Okay,
That
so
county employee should be fired tomorrow.
all right, before we start, tell me who the employee is.
Well, we'd all like to know.
All right, folks. So
hold on a second. I think I got a name. I didn't have a name earlier. Hold on a second. I think I got a name. Or Kate might have it in Messenger. This was unbelievable. Of all things, and they say the constituents start this. Are you kidding me? So we get there, and they had given
and who
us
was the constituent she was talking to?
Bree.
Okay.
So we get there, like we've been there most of the day. So they end up giving us 2 chairs, even though there's like 4 or 5 of us. Well, once the polls closed at 6, they came and got the 2 chairs from us. And they said there's no chairs for the constituents. And you're not supposed to be in the hallway either. Well, you're the one that put us in the hallway. I don't know.
Whoa. What are you saying stuff that we're going to see on the video?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm being told this lady's name is Denise Felton. I don't know what her name is because I don't look nothing like her in that thing. She looks like she put on 200 pounds if that's her.
Okay, we need to look at who this is, and then maybe the people watching can say, before we get started, all right, Kate.
Yeah, they say her name is Denise Felton, but you got to see this. It's unbelievable.
I think, Kate, you said that where was called for Trump? Where did you say?
Montana and Utah.
All right, I got Utah, Montana.
Right.
Okay, it was just called for Trump.
So current count is 198.99.
198.99.
Woo.
With states that have been called.
Teresa, who's dogging you? I'm not letting anybody dog you, Teresa.
Again. And New Mexico flipped red.
New Mexico. Okay, thank God. Because I accidentally flipped it red earlier and I didn't know how to get it back.
And right now, Oregon's riding red, but that won't last long because they're only at 0.3% of the vote in.
Well, yeah, that sucks.
But
so that's where we're at. Oh, and Rainwater lost, unfortunately. Braun is the winner.
I told you Braun and Beckwith were going to win.
Kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a known
I don't
fact.
even think we've seen the firework show yet anywhere in any of these results. I'm not talking just Beckwith and Braun. I think we're going to see a lot of stuff.
I think, listen, it just really depends on if there is a massive, here's what I've been praying for. A massive landslide, one direction or the other. Now, I've wanted it to be a massive landslide in our favor, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so let's play this video. We don't know who this is. If you're watching and you know who this is, please tell us who this is. Let us know. You don't have to say it in the comments. You can message it, whatever. Let us know who this is. Let's figure out what's going on here. Let's play this.
It's unbelievable.
Here we go.
You put us here.
You put us here. You put us here.
Medical condition. She's making a claim.
Americans with disabilities. This is an open violation of American disabilities right now.
Reasonable accommodations for a medical condition. Reasonable accommodations for a medical professional.
So she called her sheriff. Now, Bree's got a heart issue.
I will move. I have a heart condition. Another word about her, that chair.
This is like legit.
They brought it to me. They brought it to me because I have a heart condition.
I asked if they would give me another chair.
You're
If
retarded.
they give me
You're
four,
retarded.
there
You're
is
retarded.
many forms on
You're
my
an
table.
idiot.
Others
There's
like-
87
I have a hard time
chairs
breathing.
upstairs.
I'm breathing on it. So I just need to-
You're gonna make somebody with a disability really sit on the floor.
Here's the thing. The American
The sheriff steps in now. Sheriff Beeman steps in.
And says what?
She does have a medical
Stop it.
condition.
Leave her alone.
I am a medical provider. This would be a violation. No, this would be a
This
violation.
is why I want you to go right.
So she didn't want to turn her badge around.
You work for us.
They're not to answer
Are there
questions.
signs posted right
Well, we're not
now?
gonna answer your questions.
Then
We're
why
gonna
did
answer
you-
your
then
questions.
why
So
did
that
you-
answers me
why
no more
was I given a
questions.
chair? I don't know why you were given a chair. The chair was for
Her
our staff.
medical professional, she is her doctor.
Then your board,
Her
your
doctor
people
is
are-
saying that she needs that chair.
There are plenty of chairs in the building.
Thank you very much.
No, she was the one that came and.
So Sheriff Beeman was on the other side of me, and he sent in
Absolutely.
Officer Cook and said, no, she gets to keep the chair.
Hey, are you good, man?
I mean, it was just complete chaos. Now, what this lady doesn't understand is they had taken our chairs away. We had asked for a chair for Bree because she was getting faint. And the office staff, finally, they gave up their chair and gave it to Bree. Now this lady's like, that's for my people. You give us that chair back right now. And just was a complete, and this is American Disability. If Bree files a complaint, but I've never seen such a thing in my life. You mean to tell me there were only 4 chairs in the county building? And we'll get into this more on another night, but that could have just turned awful. And so we were able to get another chair for Miss Crooms. I mean, you guys are making, this woman who's been at the polls since 5:30 this morning stand. So we are finally able to get Miss Crooms a chair.
No. You know what their answer is? Well, you don't have to be here.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what they said. So anyways, but I just wanted everybody to see that. So when Chris has us on again, we'll talk more about the Madison County chaos, because that is just the tip of the iceberg, people. You haven't seen anything. So Chris has been busy today. He's had a lot of other issues, but we've had a lot going on in Madison County. I know Teresa's on here and she thinks I'm going to bust her over this, this ballot. That's between you guys, that whole ballot thing, Teresa. I got nothing.
Colorado
mean?
was called for Kamala.
Colorado was called for Kamala.
Yes. Current count 198, 109.
Wow.
That is hard to believe, but okay.
So I don't know the whole thing. I got to get more information on that provisional ballot.
Well, so what are we talking about the provisional ballot? What happened?
Okay, again, Teresa, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Something like a mom had registered her son. This was going to be the first time for the son to vote. For whatever reason, he didn't show up in the register as being registered to vote, but she said he was registered, and nobody would give a provisional ballot. And so he didn't get to vote. And so I don't know. That'll have to be a whole, and I think it ended towards the end of the polls tonight that this kind of occurred. So I don't know the whole story. Ms. Crims was kind of telling me the story, but there was just so much chaos going on over at the county building.
Here's the thing.
But I still love you, Teresa. I don't have any beef with you. Ms. Crims doesn't either.
Yeah. Here's the thing. What did she have to claim or say that she had registered him? Did she have her card from the clerk's office?
Yeah, that I don't know. If Teresa's watching, she might be able to give us more. I don't know, but I'll get clarification when we talk more about Madison County this weekend or this week. We've had a lot of problems with provisional ballots in Madison County today. A ton.
So
we had 3 or 4 polls that did not open till 6:15 or later. I mean, okay. I am not the GOP, but I appreciate all the messages I've gotten from people today, starting at 5:26 a.m. this morning. So we'll just keep all you guys posted. But as
Well,
you
wait,
see,
no, I mean we can talk about this, but just tell me here real quick. So let's back up. So here, Teresa, you tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
is she on there?
What?
Is she on here? Is Teresa on here?
I don't know. What?
She was a little bit ago. She might fall
think-
asleep. She's been up since 5 o'clock too.
I think she is. Here. Let me ask you this. This is what I want to know.
Oh, here
To
she is.
me-
She's here.
I filled it out. Yes, I had to make a call to figure out what to pull. Yes, voter registration said no proof. And cause he was no registration, so I had to call Heather to figure out what ballot to pull. Okay, but so he did get to vote.
I
In the
don't
long
believe
run?
he got a provisional ballot. I do not believe he got a provisional ballot. Teresa will tell us here. She'll write yes or no here in a minute. But I don't.
Hey, Mama Kate will put it in the comments here in a minute. She's doing that now. We just went over them basically. I think you came in right as we ended on Randolph.
And so, I mean, and that's the whole thing. Bree's another one. Bree, she had her change of address. It wasn't in the system. She did it over 3 weeks ago. Wasn't in the system. They weren't going to let her vote when and we got a recording on that. You got to hear that recording on that whole mess with the election office. They hung up on her.
Yes, he got it at 6 p.m. on the dot. He got to vote.
Okay. So,
at the end of the day, that's fine. I mean, I don't think it's something that should take like an hour to sort through. At the end of the time, do a provisional ballot. We'll have the hearing. We'll have the election board hear it. And in most cases, that would be a good thing because it would be an actual election board that would be unbiased and ready to hear it. Now, in your case, who knows? Because you guys have a shit show for the election board. So whatever.
Yeah, it's make your own rules over in Madison County.
But I want people to understand this. While I'm okay at giving some hell to the elected officials and to the volunteers and such, we have a responsibility to check and double check. That is why I have people that ask me for like the 2 months that I say, go on there and check www.indianavoter.com, www.indianavoter.com. People are like, why do you do that? It's so annoying. It's because I'm trying to beat into your head. Listen to me. Just because you go on there one day and your shit is okay and you're okay and everything's good, they do weird stuff down there. They delete people by accident all the time. Someone gets inadvertently put in the deceased category. If we're talking about your ability to vote,
now listen,
you need to be checking on this a lot.
I'm going to pull Bree's fingernails out and Jamie Lynn's. You are not going to believe what they asked me. I wanted to scream from the top of a cathedral. Now, I love both of those women dearly, but they need to listen to me. Christopher, can my daughter go in and register to vote today and vote?
No.
And I couldn't believe what I was hearing from my own team. Hopefully
I passed it on to you because this is the first year I didn't get a phone call with someone asking me that.
Well,
but
you gave it to me.
What?
You gave it to me.
Yeah, this is the first year
to me.
I didn't get it.
Yeah. Good night, Alva. Oh, cardiac rehab. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Teresa has to like call 55 million people because they all have to triple check with corrupt Russ. And then Russ has to give you his blessing. And it's just a disaster. There's Jamie right there. I'm telling you what, Jamie, I was like, I can't believe you guys are asking me this question about if they're not registered to vote.
Here's how it normally goes for me. Someone
My
calls me
own
and
team.
says, "Hey, I'm at the poll right now and I'm trying to vote, but they're telling me I can't." And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, are you registered?" And they're like, "Well, no, I wanted to get registered today." And I'm like, "Oh, well, yeah, you can't vote today." And they're like, "Well, can you help me get registered?" And I say, "I sure can." And they're like, "Okay, what do I have to do?" And I said, "Well, you need to go home and fix yourself a sandwich and have a great day, and then call me in about 2 weeks." And they're like, "What? I want to get registered and vote today." And I'm like, "Well, you can't." It ended on October 7th at 11:59 p.m. So there's
So
a
Jamie
reason why I
Lynn,
talk
in
about it.
about 3 weeks, you need to register your son to vote.
Yes. Who does?
Jamie Lynn, she's watching.
I'll tell her. I'm gonna mark that down. Teresa said
Yes,
had a
we
few of
need
those
to get our
today.
son registered. See, she's
What do you
right
mean you've
there.
been trying to get in registered for months? Registering, put a thing. You know how many people I registered this year? My grandfather called and I used his stuff and registered him. I helped him do that. I wasn't just registering people alone. Like I did it. Like
Do it right from your phone. Takes less than 30 seconds.
call me.
Yeah,
I can
all
help
you
you.
need to do is have him on the phone and have the thing open and just get his damn driver's license number. I imagine you probably know his birthday already. I would hope so
Yeah.
anyway.
I'll
So
get with
that-
you, Jamie, and I'll help you get that done. It's very easy. It takes literally 3 minutes. I'll help you with that. Or Catherine or I one can. Can I just go to the polls and register? Yeah.
And then Bree calls me and she's like, "You're not answering Jamie fast enough." I'm like, "My phone is like out of control."
Yeah.
And I thought, "Bree, you know that. You should be able to answer that yourself." And so, but Bree was a trooper tonight when she was taking that beating in the hallway. And I'm thinking and then Sean wasn't having it. It was just unbelievable.
That
So
thing in the
what was
hallway
going
is
on?
crazy. Whose video is that
That's my video.
that you
But
made?
Laureen's got video. We got more video. We got different angles, you know how we are in Madison County. We got to get like 5 or 6 cameras up at once. And so I'm just telling everybody right now that I have never seen constituents treated more poorly than how they were treated in Madison County. And then this same woman that we're talking about, it was like her whole mission tonight was always to stand in front of my camera to block any of the viewing of the ballots and the collecting of the ballots and the check-in of the ballots. I mean, she was just on a rampage to show us all.
Who?
This lady that was yelling at Bree.
What's her deal?
I don't know. I mean, God, if I said what I wanted to say, well, then I wouldn't be a very nice person. But maybe she needs a bob. I don't know, because she was literally off Bree literally needs to file against this woman. She needs to file the abuse that this woman put through tonight was humiliating. And then the fact that she wanted to abuse the sheriffs to come to her rescue for running her mouth. Listen, lady, you did this to yourself. And
send that video. Can you send that video to me in Messenger?
Yeah, well, I'll send you some more stuff. I'll send you
Wait
a couple.
Oh no, you already did. Never mind. Go ahead. You
I'll
already
send
did.
you a couple different. I mean, it's almost so short you want to watch it twice. It's unbelievable.
I cannot.
See Kevin Fentner right there, because he was getting ready to jump in the middle of it too. So he was behind me. And there's no other word for it. I mean, literally, he is exactly right. What Kevin is saying is absolutely correct.
It was a bitch. All right, let's watch this again.
You put us here.
You put us here. You put us here.
Medical condition. She's making a claim.
I understand that I don't
American
have it.
ADA has to violate the American Constitution right now.
Reasonable accommodations for a medical condition. Reasonable accommodations for
Now,
medical
in fairness,
She said,
what I would have done
this
is
is a chair for my staff.
So we're dealing with a Karen, eh?
Oh.
Sorry, all you Karen people out
Now
there.
they had like 22 chairs stacked up on the second floor.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Now, in fairness, what I would have tried to do here is I would have tried to wrangle the crowd for a moment and been like, hey, hold on, let's just like one person yell at this lady so we can try to get a dialogue. Because granted, she's being out of control. I understand it. But she's going to be when she's got now 13 people, yelling at her. I'm not saying she didn't deserve it fully. She's out of control. She's an idiot. Absolutely an idiot.
And what this woman doesn't know, her staff brought the chair to Bree.
That's what I love.
This is what makes her look like even a bigger moron. And we're trying to explain that to her, but she has dug her feet in that she's getting that chair back. I just want you to know that the women who were sitting in those chairs that were employees, y'all needed to walk if you compared yourself to Bree's size.
Jesus.
Just saying. It was crazy.
Are there anyone else? Does anybody else have another angle of this video? Bree said she
I don't
did.
know. I think there might be something up. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple different angles. I don't have all of them yet. I'm telling you, it was madness. I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. Let me see what Madison Government Accountability has put up about it.
Bree's saying she sent you a different angle in Messenger, Christopher.
Yeah, I just clicked on it, and it's the same. It's the same one that Catherine sent me.
Oh, here, Chris, you got to go to. We got some still pictures of this woman. It's great. Look at this. Okay, so here, look, pull up what I just put you in Messenger. Look at this.
All right, hold on.
So I'm going to start reading to you guys while he's getting the pictures. The woman pictured in the first picture is vile. She should be terminated from the Madison County government immediately. She tried to take a chair from a citizen who requested one pursuant to the Americans with Disability Act. They stuffed the citizens into a hallway without any chairs. This was the election board solution to allow citizens to view canvassing. Remember, during the municipal election, they denied Rob Joswiak access. They had months to come up with a proper solution. Two polite election workers offered up chairs for the two citizens who arrived mid-afternoon. Within minutes of being offered those chairs, a separate staff member informed the citizens those chairs impeded the hall and were a fire hazard. They would probably have to be taken away. Meanwhile, their TV partially blocked the hall. Their tables and dividers blocked the fire exits. After being challenged, they backed down, or so we thought. It wasn't long before they concocted a new excuse. Their workers needed the chairs. Keep in mind, there were stacks of chairs on the second floor. The elevator was only 15 feet away, so they took the chairs away from the citizens. Instead of simply bringing chairs down in the elevator, their goal was to make viewing canvassing as uncomfortable as possible for the public. After the chairs were removed, a young woman made a request for a chair pursuant to the Americans with Disabilities Act. The government is required to make reasonable accommodations at government meetings under the ADA. This woman was provided a chair by a very polite poll worker. It wasn't long, though, until the woman pictured the woman who took the chairs previously attempted to take the chair from this citizen. This woman's behavior was vile. She went well beyond rude. When the citizens and others challenged this government employee, she immediately went and requested the sheriff. The sheriff diffused the situation and allowed the citizen to keep the chair. At this time, the government employee stormed off, rolling her eyes in disgust. So here's the woman who's yelling at everybody. She won't turn her badge around. So then you go on, and Officer Cook is diffusing the whole situation. But look how they had us sitting in the hallway. They had us sitting on the floor. After a long day of polls, our job was to sit on the floors to watch canvassing.
Yeah, here you go.
Is that even appropriate? I mean, it's just gross.
It's nuts.
And then if you look at the final picture, that's the second floor. They stacked those after they were doing the opening of the absentee ballots. They stacked all those chairs, and they couldn't bring them down. They were sitting right in front of the elevator. They couldn't bring them down for anybody to view the.
Well, yeah, no, they don't want to make it easy for you.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Where if you looked at Marion County literally had a glass room where people could actually watch the whole thing all the way around. There were no hidden walls. There was nothing anybody was walking behind. There wasn't Russ Willis in a room by himself with ballots with nobody with him. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And then they, like Kevin Fentner saying, this was partial canvassing, right? Because they had no audio with it. You couldn't see certain angles. At one point, they closed down all the cameras on the second floor. And guess who they had all the videos on? Us in the lobby. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing. And poor IT, Lisa Cannon, was doing everything she could to give us access, but Russ was chopping her down every minute he could. It was ridiculous. And then they said, oh, there's nothing going on the second floor. Oh, really? And then finally, when we were complaining enough, they put the second floor, and voila, there's ballots on the second floor. So this was a whole mess. So we're just going to have to go through, and that's for a whole other day, but we're going to make this woman and give her 15 minutes of fame all week. We're going to dedicate posts to her all week. So this will be great. So Jamie, Bree, any of you guys who are watching, if you go to Madison County Government Accountability page, do share that post. It's up. Sean's got it up.
Yeah,
so it's unbelievable.
It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, this lady's trifling. So, anyways, what does she say? Okay, and then Bree's got something she gave to Kate. And then I don't know, it looks like Jamie's got, I mean, that's the thing. We need a lot of people to go watch the video because there's just so much that's going on. It's not even funny. So, Teresa said they'd have to bring a crane to get her up. Well, that's what I was worried about with Miss Crooms. She was going to have to either stand there. I mean, listen, people, I didn't leave tonight to almost I don't know, it was after 9, and I got there at 3 in the afternoon. And so, that's the whole thing, but I don't there's no words for the way she behaved. I mean, for heaven's sakes, lady, my tax dollars paid for that chair. Give me a flipping chair. I mean, honestly. I mean, I don't know where this lady doesn't think we didn't pay for those chairs at some point. I can tell
Yeah.
you, I pay 5 digits in taxes, on property taxes. I guarantee you I've bought a chair or two in that building.
Yeah, right.
And that's biannually. So anyways, if you can get that other feed. So it was a Republican sweep in Madison County. You know, and we knew it would be. I know there's a lot of people who are saying, oh, Catherine's not a real Republican because she supported Rebecca Crooms. Well, here's a news flash for everybody. I supported candidates who show up and actually work for the people. I will tell you, Scott Green, Jonathan Cole, they don't come to those council meetings. I can tell you right now, if we had to sit down and take a test and Rebecca had to take it or Fred Reese had to take it, they'd probably pass way for, you know, greater than those two would pass. So we'll see what happens.
That is absolutely nuts.
I don't know whose video this is.
She's got this video. Okay, we're going to play this video here and we'll see what goes on. You can go ahead and play it.
I'm sorry, I have a medical condition and you cannot take this survey. If you would like to provide me with another one, I would be happy to give
No,
it to
we
you.
have no chairs. The chairs are not to be in the hallway. We were told it's a safety hazard, and we're putting it in that way.
I have a heart condition.
We need a chair.
So you can provide me with another
She
chair.
has a medical condition. She's making a claim.
I already said that I don't feel well.
This is an open meeting. She has to make reasonable accommodations. Reasonable accommodations for a medical condition. Reasonable accommodations for medical professionals.
You need to give me reasonable accommodations too, because I have a disability sticker also, you dumbass.
When they provide me somewhere safe
No,
to sit, I will
it's
move.
ADA. It's ADA.
I have a heart condition.
For our staff.
No, they brought it to her. Let her sit
They
there.
brought it to me.
They brought it to
They
her.
gave it to me because I have a heart condition. I asked if they would give me another chair. If they give me somewhere safe, to sit, sir, I will be willing to move. I have a heart condition and can pass out at any moment. So I just need to be, I can't sit on the floor. People could fall on me.
Really sit on the floor.
Here's the thing. The American Disability
Fucking
Act
jerk
says
off.
we must accommodate people with medical conditions. She does have a medical condition.
Why give it to me if they're going to come and take it?
This would be a violation.
This is a violation of her right.
Yeah, ma'am. What's your name? Your badge is hidden. Can we see your badge, please?
No.
Can you please
we're not
request for her
answering
to turn her badge
questions. You guys,
around?
we are coming to- There are signs posted. Are there signs posted right
Well, we're
there?
not gonna answer
There
your
are signs
question.
posted.
Then why was I given a chair?
I don't know why you were given a chair. The chair was for our
Her
staff.
Well, then your board, your people are dropping the ball.
She needs that chair.
There are plenty of chairs in the building.
Thank you very much.
No, she was the one that came and said she was going to take it from me. Thank you very much.
Sheriff chair, you ain't gonna put up with this shit.
Absolutely
You
atrocious.
ain't gonna put up with this.
Larry?
Well, you don't, whatever, you're just, it don't matter. I'm not saying anything.
Stop.
Don't talk to me. I said anything.
Stop.
What was her name? I want her name. I want her name because I would like to file a complaint.
We'll go up there. There's a complaint.
First Amendment, I can speak.
I don't feel well standing up right now.
Now listen,
See
the
what-
problem is
see what we're dealing
that
with?
there are no chairs in the hall. They're
Hey,
upset
Rebecca.
that
Now wait till they
their
tell her to
chairs.
go to the back.
Now you've
Tell
got,
her to go to the back of the
now you've
hallway.
got Miss Cruz coming with no chair. I don't know what we're gonna do.
And I have an handicap sticker. I have fake hips and legs.
This is the thing. There's no reason that taxpayers shouldn't be accommodated with chairs. There's no reason.
They gave me a chair after I requested it because I have a heart condition. And then they came over here and tried to take it away from me. I got her on video. I'm trying to find out her name. She wouldn't turn her badge around for me. Her badge was hidden.
We'll find out
So-
who she is.
Yeah. So I'll
We'll
leave
make
and you
her-
can have
we'll
my
make
chair
her
as
a-
soon as I get her information. So
I mean, I didn't even know Kevin's trying to figure out what's going on. All I'm trying to do is figure out how to video this thing. It just turned into mass.
Who are you fighting with now, Larry?
So, no, I wasn't fighting with anybody. I'm like, I'm just trying to video this thing. I'm just trying to.
I
It
love it.
was just something else, you guys.
I love it. No,
Well, see, and Kevin's like, I'll go upstairs and get the chairs. It won't even put you people out. Right? But no, we couldn't go. We couldn't. Do you know that we couldn't even get a pop from the pop machine? And it was like 20 feet away from us. We had to get an employee, or you know who got us the most drinks tonight? It was Sheriff Beeman. I mean, we had people who were diabetics and their sugars were low and needed a drink. Miss Crooms needed a drink. She'd been at the polls. Oh no, we couldn't, we couldn't get a drink. It's right there. By golly, if you walk that 10 feet right there, nope. And so it was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
well, I'm glad that Ben allowed him to get you guys drinks.
Oh, listen, you haven't even seen the best part when Linda scolds Sheriff Beeman.
We got video of that.
Oh, yeah, like he's a 3-year-old, but Bree would have to go and find it. It is off the chain. It was unbelievable. And I said, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm embarrassed for Sheriff Beeman. If she would have ever talked to me like a 3-year-old, like she just did and scolded me
What
like
is
she.
wrong with him?
Well, he just looked at her and he said, we'll have that discussion tomorrow, Linda. Now that's a professionalism that comes with that, because I'm going to tell you something. I wish I would have had that control, because I probably would have choked Linda if she talked to me like that.
I can. Okay. So, all right.
When you see the feed, you'll say the same thing. You'll say,
respect him. I can respect him for saying that.
Yeah, but she tried to come back and he goes, well, I think we'll have that discussion tomorrow, Linda. So, oh yeah, because it was unbelievable how she talked to the sheriff like that. And she was scolding him because Larry had said something to Linda. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, Linda? Why don't you look at Larry and tell him yourself? We need to keep calling the sheriff to protect you and your dumb workers. And then on top of all of it, you sit there and let Russ do everything that he wants and talk to anybody he wants, but yet you think it's wrong the way Larry Savage talked to you? Sister, you need to look in the mirror, because you let Russ go on a rampage all the time. So yeah, that was a whole nother one. I mean, there's so much footage in my stuff that we could probably do a week's show on it.
Do we know where that's at? So we don't know where that's at?
No, I don't know where it's at. Somebody'd have to go fishing for it. But I couldn't believe it. I was even speaking, and I did say something. I said, I can't believe you just spoke to him like he was a 3-year-old.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, so I mean, there's just so much going on tonight. And again, you saw that Rebecca did bring in a good number of votes. She came out the top 3 in the Democrats. So, kudos to her. Kudos for Ms. Crooms, always putting her name out there. It's not like she's out there and she's just losing. She's not losing, right? And so I will say the only Democrat that won in Madison County, and because the school board is nonpartisan, is Rodney Chamberlain. And he ran for mayor and only lost by like 30 votes to Mayor Broderick in the primary last year for the mayor thing. So he did a good job, and kudos to him. I want to give a big shout out to the LaPel Frankton School Board. A huge shout out to them. So we had 4 people running. 2 of them were unopposed, and 2 of them were opposed. The 2 opposed, one of them has been in that seat for 3 terms for 12 years.
Wow.
And those 2 ladies did not work the polls at all, and must have thought this was a sure win. Well, the 2 guys who are brand new worked the polls, had their family members at all the different polls. And guess what? Both of those took home the win.
Really?
Both of them took home the win.
You, people don't realize it's important. You got to do it.
And so people were asking me, they're like, who do we vote for? And I'm like, just don't vote for an incumbent. So I was glad to see that Franklin LaPel, they pulled it out and did a good job. So we'll see some changes going on in that school system. Chamberlain, he beat out an incumbent, so good for him. We saw quite a few incumbents go in the school board, so we're going to see some changes almost in every district. We saw incumbents lose in the school district races, so that's a good thing as well.
Sure.
So, and it's going to be a tough road because, again, Madison County, you are no longer you kind of didn't do what needed to be done today. And so you've got Culp, who, again, I'm going to remind everybody, Jonathan Culp is the son to the auditor, Todd Culp. He's the son to the city of Anderson's council, Jennifer Culp. He is the son-in-law to Jody Norick, who they will be sitting on the same council for the county. So I just want everybody to know you're going to see some nepotism at its finest. Green is sponsored by the Swamp. So that's going to be another whole huge situation. Did you know that the Republican state committee sent out a flyer for the Republicans in Madison County? We only had one female Republican running in Madison County. She said she'd like to be a part of that flyer, from our understanding. And guess who was left off the flyer?
She was
left off the flyer, and it was all men on the flyer. So it's one of those things that we're gonna see a lot of things. But I will tell you this: finally, Bethany Keller will have a backbone to give her a second. That is one thing that we will see come about. We're going to see that. And so, I mean, I really feel Christy's going to do that. I can't imagine she wouldn't. So finally, with Bethany get some seconds, it'll put more pressure when we do the individual roll calls to see how the voting's going, so we can see what's going on. So I think we're going to see a lot more exposure. This is going to be very entertaining to watch. We could go through all the numbers, but those were some big ones, and by the way, Rich Wine won again, another disappointing that the voters didn't vote him out. But I want everybody to know that tonight I'm Dr. Obvious Catherine V. Callahan. Starting probably January 1, I will become Dr. Max the Tax Catherine. Because that's what you have just voted into seat.
Right.
And I promise you, they are going to max the tax. You're getting ready to build $110 million jail. Now, what else we need to get on the radar, Chris? Did you know that it is illegal to use ARPA money of any kind to build a jail?
I have heard that.
Yes. Do you know that yesterday Madison County commissioners approved $7 million of ARPA funds to be used towards the building of the jail? These morons can't even figure out how to do a workaround with the money. They point blank put it in there. There's already other ACLU violations that you can't do this. It'll get us sued. So I hope people like Jamie Lynn, Bree. Now I will tell you, Kevin Fentner, he's already been all over on top of this. It needs to be turned into the ACLU.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, just like Kevin Fentner says, don't blame him. Y'all can be upset with me because I promoted good people.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't promote a party. I promoted good people who I thought were the best candidates for us. Okay. Don't blame me when you are at max the tax. Because that is what Todd Culp, Rich Wine, Gardner, that's what all they want to do. Because, to them, having their name on that jail plaque means more to them than anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him a special plaque that's called Max the Tax and erect a bronze thing one day and put it in the middle of the courthouse. Because that's what they are going to be known for, bankrupting this county.
Right.
So,
That's
and
insane.
then I just want to say real quick for everybody who's watching, you know what? You know me, like the Energizer Bunny. There's no time for rest, and there's no time for the wicked to rest. Okay. So if you're listening tonight, I want you to understand, come January, you need to start hitting the ground and thinking about running for positions, Madison County. So what's open? Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Pause here. Next year's an off year.
I understand that.
But she's exactly right, because what people do is they normally wait till the very last moment and they put their name in. They're like, okay, we're done. Yeah, she's right. You take next year's off year, you plan it, and you start doing this now. So
Right.
just keep that in mind. You just don't rest and be like,
And
well,
so what
you
we
know.
did is we turned up the heat so high in 23 so that when we came into 24, that Ben Gale and Anthony Emery said, we're not even running. We're tired of being drugged through the mud and, you know, our incompetence. So we don't want to do this anymore. So listen to me. 4 district seats are up on the council. 4. We still can take this back and hold majority. Rob Steele's got to go. Diana Likens has got to go.
Yes.
And then you've got Jody Norick and Bethany Keller. I'm still out on Jody Norick. Bethany Keller, I hope she comes back and she wins. So Rob Steele's down in the Lapel area. If you're living down south in that area, his seat is who you're looking at. And then Diana Likens is in District 3. So that's kind of, it's a real weird district. It's kind of above Edgewood. And that's, so if you're thinking about it, you know, we need to think about running people. Jody Norick is the Edgewood area. So if you're looking for that area and part of the west side of Anderson, Linda Smith, the clerk, is up. She has got to go. So that's another one that you need to be thinking about. Angie Abel, the recorder, is up. She has got to go. They're all part of the swamp. And not, listen, Sheriff Beeman is up in 26. I am fine with having him back. I don't want to even hear it from Christopher. I'm fine with John Beeman. I don't have a problem.
Well, now, wait, you did what?
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
What did you say?
No, moving on. We're not even going there. We're not even going there.
Why do you want him back? He's not out of the woods yet. We got to see.
I don't have any problem with Beeman.
That's nuts.
So then I'm trying to think. So those are the big seats. And the assessor's office is up for grabs as well. But that one you have to have a special certification. And what's the biggest one that we need to turn over? The number one seat we need to turn over in Madison County, the prosecutor's office.
Yeah.
And I know there's some attorneys who are thinking about running. And I would love to see that turnover. Rodney's not coming back. He's done. They want Andrew Hanna in that seat.
And now he's probably not a good fit.
It's a race. And so if you're thinking about prosecutor, I would encourage people to start exploring that. I would start having people think about that. But that office needs to be completely flipped upside down. And so then the other big one is if you're a Democrat, the Democrat precinct committee men's are open. And if you want to do what we did with Russ and you guys want to take control of your party, I suggest you guys start getting a Democrat in order and getting them lined up. So that's the other thing. So those are kind of the things that I want people to think about. You know, it's been a great year. We've gotten rid of a few. I'm not too worried about Culp and Green. They're going to be so green behind the ears that we're going to see a lot get exposed. That's what we're going to see. So there'll be no more Ben Gale trying to control a room. And, you know, there will be people who can actually speak. So this will be good. I hope, like Kevin Fenner said, Cummings is dirty.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's got to be the dirtiest of the dirtiest. We've got to get rid of Russ in March. You know, and I will tell you, there's a lot of poll workers who said they will not return to the polls if Russ is still in seat. So they've got to be starting to worry about that. Do you know that in one of our sites, they had to bring a judge up from Indianapolis because we didn't have enough poll workers. And that's only one poll that I know of. I don't know how many other polls that we had to pull from another county. So that's going to be, but Russ, clearly it's time for him to part ways because he has been doing nothing but running this place through the ground.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to share with Madison County. I know you guys got other coverage to do. I appreciate everybody who has stayed with me since 6 o'clock this morning. I know it's been a long day. I was tired of hearing of me. You may not see me much on Facebook, although you will see that post tomorrow morning on that poll worker.
Yeah.
I will say that'll be the one thing that I'm sharing as we roll out that, because that's just absolutely disgusting and disturbing. So we'll do that. And I do hope, did you watch the clip of, if we could just end with that clip that I did today? Let me send you this clip. This has to be the classic clip that kind of highlights the corruption of Madison County the most. Let me see. Let me send you this clip because, you know, I didn't think things could get worse, but and big shout out to Nicole. She's probably not on here tonight, but she did make this quick clip. If we can play that clip, that probably sums up corruption, colluding, skullduggery, and any other word you want to say about politics in Madison County. So I do thank all of you for sticking with me tonight. I really appreciate it. For those who came out to see the canvassing. So this video is a great way to end this segment on Madison County.
Oh, I've got it right here. Yes. While I'm getting this ready, I will say that I'll do this. If they can catch Steve Sumner and Sheriff Beeman's in part of that, I'll look the other way. But if they can't catch Steve,
we're gonna find Steve. Justice for Jamie and her kids.
I'll leave it stuck with the fact that he is not a constitutional sheriff and he needs to go.
I'm still going to vote Beeman.
I'll change your mind between now and then. We'll get him to do a couple more dumb things between now and then.
I'm going to still vote Beeman.
Even if he shows you that you shouldn't.
Okay, I don't think he's going to do that.
Well, he's shown you twice that you shouldn't.
Well, next week's another meeting. Are you coming to the meeting next Tuesday?
Oh, yes.
Okay, everybody remember, in a week, make sure you're at that meeting. It's at 6 o'clock at the courthouse, November, I think it's 12th. It's Tuesday.
November 12th. Yeah. And listen, Beeman can come violate my rights by himself. He doesn't need to have 500 deputies there. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm just going to make him look like an asshole again. It's not like no one's going to get hurt. It's politics, man. You don't need to hire. I heard they even had, and I noticed this when I came in, but I didn't say anything about it. They even had sheriffs, jailers there in uniform. And that's like, dude.
Maybe they were short-staffed. Bree, we will have a chair for you.
All right, here's this video.
Questions about the whole process on what's going on. Now, you guys are the election board, correct? You're the election board. And so there's been a complaint, which you guys voted unanimously, that Russ Willis violated a canvassing, and it's been turned over to the state board or the Indiana State Police. And we're just wondering that while that's under investigation, why he is still present within these areas while that's under investigation.
Still a member of the election board.
Okay.
He has the authority to serve.
Okay. All right. We just wanted to make sure that the public all knew that even though there is actual complaint and it's been 5 months and nothing's been done, I just want everybody to be aware of that. So they're going to continue to allow people who violate rules to stay within their board when they have the right. 2 of the members have the right to have him removed. And so that's how it works in Madison County. There's no reason he should be up there today after the whole mess that happened the other day. No, oh no, I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that.
So he's still part of the election board.
So there's your election team that will do what they can to make sure that their party wins.
So just so you guys kind of know that your election board is really as corrupt as you'll ever see in your life, and they just admitted it all on video. They're okay with it. They're okay with what Russ does. They're okay with how Russ makes them look. They have no problems cheating the people. And when I say cheating, it's not just with the elections. It's your taxes. It's your time. It's your properties. It's everything. These people are robbing you blind. And for some of you tonight, you just voted some of them to stay in seat. So good luck with all of this. I've done the best job I can. I don't know who Madison County, Indiana is, but I'm glad to see that you're on here. If you're new, kudos to you. I do know that it's scary to speak out, but I'm great to see Madison County, Indiana come on here.
Who's that?
So, good job for everybody, and we will see what we can do.
Hold on. We're getting requests to play it one more time, the Bree video. I'll play that one more time since it's crazy.
That's the first water I've had tonight. I want you to know, as I was sitting up there working the canvassing tonight.
Yeah. I mean, it's long. It's long, man.
And we'll make some better clips for you, Chris, if you have a night that we can get together tonight.
Yeah.
And do stuff.
Today. Yeah, you can't. It's hard to do all this stuff on the fly, on the day while everything is going on. It's.
And we'll get you the clip of Linda scolding Beeman.
Oh yeah, we need that. I need that. That's nuts. All right, here we go.
You put us here. You put us here. You put us here.
Medical condition. She's making a claim.
I understand that I don't have
This is an open meeting. She has to make
right now.
reasonable accommodations for a medical condition. Reasonable accommodations for medical professionals.
You didn't give me reason accommodations too, because I have a disability.
Reasonable accommodations for a medical condition.
When they
It says
provide
it in
me,
the open
when they
door.
provide me somewhere safe to sit, I will move. I have a heart condition.
Another
This is
word
our
about
chair
her, that chair.
for our staff.
No, they brought it to her.
They brought it to me.
They brought it to her.
They asked me because I know I have.
Yeah.
I asked if they would give me another chair.
You're
If they
ridiculous.
give me
You're
somewhere safe,
retarded.
there
You're
is
retarded.
There's
I
87
have a heart
sitting chairs
condition.
upstairs.
Crazy moment. So I just-
You have to have been there.
Really sit on the floor.
Here's the thing, honey. The American Disability Act says we must accommodate people with medical conditions. She does have a medical.
I'm trying to be reasonable and like
This would be a.
explain to these guys not to get sued.
We're not going to answer questions.
You work for us.
They're not to answer
questions.
Well, we're not gonna answer your question.
Your question. Somebody else, we no more questions.
I don't know why you were given a chair. The chair was for
Her
our staff.
medical professional
No, she is her doctor.
Then your board,
Her
your
doctor
people
is
are
saying
not-
that she needs that chair.
There are plenty of chairs in the building.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, she was the one that came and said.
That's all right.
Thank you very much.
There's plenty of chairs on the second.
Absolutely atrocious.
We don't need, we don't need no work, man.
I saw that.
Hey, I get it, man.
Oh,
You put
total
us here. You put
insanity.
us here. You put us.
Total insanity.
And she would never tell us her name, and she would not turn around her badge, which I think that's a problem within itself, not
is.
turning around that badge. Because I'll tell you, there are plenty of times somebody's asked me for my badge, and you know what I've done? I'm like, right here it is. Right there's my name. What would you like it spelled? Because I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right.
So there's been plenty of times I wear my badge proudly, and I am never embarrassed of my name. I'll gladly tell you. You know how many times I was at the polls today and people walked up to me and said, "Are you Catherine Callahan?" And I said, "I am." I didn't know if it was going to go south or if it's going to go north, right? But I will
Right.
tell you, I got warm embraces with everybody. But yeah, be proud of your name.
Yeah,
You want to come over there and make yourself look like that?
Unless you got something to hide. Yeah.
So,
Very
it's
good.
always good. So,
I appreciate
all right, well, I
it.
hope, for all you people, yes, I am supporting Trump. I do hope he brings home the win tonight. And I want everybody to not misunderstand me. I am a Republican and I am an American and I want Trump. You don't have to like me. You don't have to anything me, but I will say that. So that's the whole thing. And when I look at both candidates, he's the better choice. And when I say he's the better choice, people, Trump's never taken us to war. Kamala has. People do not fear Kamala. If you want to send your loved ones off to war, then have at it. But I'm telling you right now, my dad, my brother, my daughter is serving this country. I am in no mood to send any child, husband, or anybody else off to war. I am just not. So that is the reason why I made that choice. I don't even want to think about all the other reasons that we can argue till we're blue in the face, but that's the biggest one for me. And I'm not even getting into a political debate about it. I do not want to go to war. So anyways, we're just leave it at that. And thanks for everything tonight. And somebody said Idaho is for Trump. So I hope we get there and we'll see. Bree says Kamala's lost 10,000 children. It's kind of hard to hold on to that many kids.
Yes,
you only have two hands, right?
Right.
So anyways, let's see what we can do. Hey, Teresa, thank you to you for working those polls all last week on early voting up today, working those polls all day today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I don't know if there's any other poll workers on here, but and then to the rest of you for voting. So maybe Thursday if you're free or Friday, and we'll do a great show on this whole Tuesday situation. Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
all right, I'm going to bed because I'm exhausted.
All right. See you, Catherine.
All right, see you guys.
Ladies. Oh, hey. No, you can't leave yet.
Okay.
I want to show you this. I have to show you this.
Yeah, Laureen said we had 61% turnout. That's a pretty amazing turnout. We only had about 52,000 in 2020. We had 56,000 this year. So that was a great turnout, you guys.
Yeah, they had pretty good turnout pretty much everywhere.
And I will say, it's from everybody pounding the gravel and shaking the bushes. And
I want to show you this. I want to show everyone this. I put this up, and this is a video that has been up on my wall today. I went and did this today. This is like the one thing I did before I went to operation. Hold on. I want to show this to you. I want to show this to everybody. You can go see this on my wall, but this is in response to Aaron. What's his last name?
Kapuscinski.
This is in response to Aaron Kapuscinski's video the other day. This is what it looks like when you vote in Delaware County. Okay, I'm going to show you this.
We don't get a stinking ticket. No stinking tickets in Madison County.
I got this thing.
Listen, hey, do you know in Madison County they ran out of stickers?
Jesus. All right, now watch this. Here, watch what happens.
This is not a touch screen.
Yep.
So you have to use the buttons along the side to answer.
Yep.
When you get to the last page, this will change to approve.
Yep.
If you like the way you voted and you don't want to change anything, you push approved and then cast
vote. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Okay.
I like your machine.
Yeah, watch this.
Here's my screen. It's a crime to falsify this ballot. Shall the Constitution of the state of Indiana be amended? No. Next page.
Straight party. No. Trump. Next page. Andrew Horning. Donald Rainwater. Donald Rainwater. No. Oh. Shillings. Next page.
You didn't vote for Attorney General?
Oh. Andrew Ramirez. Gladly. Mayor. Bradley Polk. No. Borchers, no. Stephen Brand, yes.
So you guys had some non-contestants?
Sherry Reagan? Yeah. No. Okay. Overby. Boulevard.
Have a nice day.
You too. Single. Verify. We move over here and we look at this, see where the hell this is. Verify. Public question amendment, no. President, Trump hands. Horning, Rainwater, Shillings, Ramirez, Mayhor, Stephen Brand, Overby. Yes.
Did Brand win?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And then if you don't like it, you can do the void paper and approve. Approve. Cuts down there. Approve.
You what?
Cast vote. And it sucks it up into there.
We'll have to find
Thank you.
Rebecca. I guess she
You
did
don't
a
need
Facebook
therapy.
Live.
Is what I used to tell myself all the
I
time.
didn't know
Fortunately,
that.
now
Rebecca did a Facebook Live when she voted today, so we'll have to find hers too.
Who?
Rebecca did a Facebook Live when she voted, so we'll have to just see how hers went too. Like Aaron's, and we need to keep those for the next election, even though we'll have an off year. But you think we'll have a lot of politics to cover?
There will all be. They will all be on Facebook forever. So, it'll be easy to find them because you'll have them there. But
who won in your council party?
The three worst people.
Well, did Piper win again?
Yeah.
Oh, I just want you guys to know that we had 56,000 people voted. And when you look at Richwine and Gardner, they didn't have, or not Gardner, Richwine and Culp, they were uncontested. And 16,000 people didn't vote for him or something, or 10,000 people. So clearly the message is getting out there, and maybe we're going to see some changes to that in time. My hope is that none of them last there 4 years, because this is going to become such a disaster with the jail that they're just going to have to resign because it's such a disaster.
Yeah.
So anyways, but just some things to point out. So, all right. Well, you guys have a good one, and let's see if Trump can bring home the win.
We'll see. We're close.
All right. Holler at you guys later.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Catherine Callahan, our contributing correspondent from Madison County. It's been a day, man. And I am winding down. I'm sure that she was me for much different reasons. I'm telling you what, I stressed all day long because I know that I needed to be with my family. I know I needed to be with my grandparents. And I was wanting to get back out there. And all I was doing was listening to everything and watching everything happen. And I just completely, this was such a weird thing, but I wouldn't have done anything any different. So I'm fortunate enough to be able to be in a position. One of these days there will be all kinds of elections, and I will have wished for another time to just not do it. So I do what I can. We will get Catherine back on here because she's got tons of video that she needs to go through. But before hey, see you, Teresa. Thank you. Truly, truly, truly. Thank you for everything, for all the people that do what you do. You know, it's what makes this process happen. For all of the Lindas and the Rick Spanglers and Mindy Peeds and Russ Willis and, you know, Ed Carrolls and Ben Wells and everybody in between. It's the workers, it's the volunteers that make this doable. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I do really quickly, before we cut out of here, I had planned on trying to stick out until we found something, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, folks. You know, we can obviously turn you over to television. You know where you can find it, but I do want to pull this up here just briefly to see where we stand nationally. Let's see here. The last thing that we're hearing. Wow. All right, folks. So this is what we're looking at. Klobuchar is losing Minnesota. Wow. One, two, three, 6, 7. 12 with Alaska and Hawaii. Let me get back up here and look. Give me 1 second. So what are you, anything you're hearing, Kate, from anything else? Nothing?
No, just that I'm surprised they haven't called North Carolina or Georgia. They're both at like 90% in. It may be because of what counties are still out floating.
And what do you think? Which way is it going to go?
Well, right now he's 130 to 140,000 ahead in both states. So I think they'll, looking at what I know are, you know, urban areas and the percentages of votes in, I think he's going to carry him. I think. But
okay. So here's what I want to do before we roll out. I want to look at this. Then let me put this up the way that we currently have it. So Montana. Here, we'll do it like this. This is how we'll do it. I put this up. Can you tell me which ones he has?
For sure, or anything that's...
Yeah, tell me which ones he has that are for sure.
Montana, Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas,
Oops, hold on.
Missouri,
Arkansas.
Missouri, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee. They just called North Carolina.
Okay.
South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida. Now her.
Okay.
Right to
Yeah.
left or left to right.
Whichever.
Washington. Oregon. No,
That's 100%.
Oregon's not called.
Okay.
Washington, California, Colorado, Illinois.
Oops, hold on. Okay.
You got Illinois?
Yeah.
Okay. New York, Vermont,
Okay.
Massachusetts.
Which one of these stupid things is Vermont?
The one that's shaped like a V. It's easy to remember.
That's good.
Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and Maine District 1.
Oops.
I think. Hold on, let me look. Let me double check. Maine District 1. And District of Columbia.
She has district. Yeah, that makes
Yes.
For Trump.
Washington went Republican. He's got jokes.
Yeah.
Now, what do you want?
So that puts us at 233 and 181. Okay. Are there any that's outlying for him that's leaning but not called all the way?
Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan,
Oops, hold on. Okay.
Wisconsin.
Michigan is leaning his way.
Yes. Wisconsin.
Well, that puts him over.
Well, let's keep going. Minnesota.
Okay. You said Wisconsin?
Wisconsin, yes. Minnesota. Arizona.
No way.
What's that put it at? I'm off screen.
314.
Holy shit.
All right. Is that all for him?
Yeah, that's all for him.
What is she?
The rest of Maine.
Okay. Yeah, we got that.
New Hampshire. Virginia. New Mexico. And Oregon.
So that puts her at 211. And Nevada would put her at 217. So then if she, say she takes Michigan, that takes her 232 and him to 299.
Well, looking at percentages.
He's 3% ahead in Wisconsin at 65% voted.
Yeah, I know. And
yeah,
he is.
Oregon.
Oh, there's only 31% of the vote in Michigan, but he is 6 points ahead in Michigan. It's going to be a long night.
Yeah. Man.
And he is currently 5 million votes ahead in the popular vote.
How many?
5 million. 5,041,000.
Is he gonna pull it out?
I hope so. Okay, they've called Oregon for Kamala. She is at 187. Oh, I hate that.
We already knew it, man.
No. The number. I don't like her having that number.
Why?
My husband's unit in the military was 187.
Oh. Yeah, right. Oh, I get it. I get it. That's funny. Yeah. Man, what's Alaska and Hawaii doing?
They're another 2 hours. I know that they're underneath California on the map, Christopher, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
a little
right.
further out there.
Yeah.
This could be a very good night if you are a Republican or a Trump supporter. Or it could be a very heartbreaking night.
Well, at least we
wouldn't it be the wild thing for a Republican to win the popular vote and lose the Electoral College?
Well, that would be stupid.
That would be bizarre. We see that with Democrats a lot, but not with Republicans.
Right. It doesn't have, yeah, right. Is there a way? What?
Is there a way to what?
Is there a way to erase what I've clicked on here?
You need to go over to the thing on the side, and I think if you click on the little thing that you've pushed, it may erase it. Nope. Apparently you have to reset the whole stinking map.
That is stupid.
Well, I'm sorry, but this was the best one I found.
Key races. Yeah, this I do like it. Key races have both went to, well, Georgia didn't, right?
Well, it had when I last looked, but still has not. They have not called it. We have 91% of the vote in. And he is currently ahead 135,000 votes.
So that's pretty interesting. The other thing I would point out while I'm here, it's Fairfax County. All right, so you're almost.
Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go crash and, well, I'm not going to go like to sleep. I'm just going to sit on the couch, lay on the couch and watch this stuff. Try to decompress. I will make a post if I'm awake. If they call something or whatever, I'll post it on Twitter and Facebook.
Okay.
I would say that it's probably not going to be like, I think everybody was planning on like us not knowing for weeks. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of stuff that goes on. I think what we probably need to do, if it's okay with you, is we probably need to go live tomorrow night just to do like a breakdown of what happened.
Sure.
Like this happened. And then what we'll do is then we'll take off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it'll be back Sunday.
That sounds like a plan, Christopher.
So are we doing that, everybody? That's what we're doing, folks. That's what we're going to do. We'll come back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. I'll be in the studio. We'll be back to normal. Thank you for hanging with me, everybody. Today was a weird day. It was what it was, but we got through it. I voted, and it was great. It was fun. It was wonderful. Apparently, we still need to deal with some civics out there. Getting people understand they've got responsibilities to make sure that their stuff's taken care of.
Yeah.
Work in progress. We're better off than what we were a year ago, so we'll do it.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much, Kate, for everything. I know that you've
Of
worked
course.
with Catherine today all day. I know it's been a long day. And
It's
Niles says,
you
hey,
all,
thanks.
you all keep me on my toes.
You're right.
So it's fine.
And thank you to all of you out there for watching. Please share the show. Hey, do us a favor before you go. If you could, please hit that like button. Consider sharing the show on your social media. Give us a share. First time ever. Just share it. Share it one time. Say, hey, watch this. You watch these guys? Watch this. See what happens. All right, you guys. Thank you for everything. Take care. God bless. And we will see you back here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. before we go on a couple-day break. Take care. Good night. God bless. Goodbye.